Hey guys, it's been a little while since I've done a marketing video, and with Deb going into everyone's channel and asking about marketing wins, I thought it was a good opportunity to bring up something that is probably important for everyone to hear. And while we don't mandate that everybody do our marketing and do everything exactly the way that we do it. I truly believe that franchising is a system of pulling resources, pulling ideas, and then delivering them to everyone. We've talked about this many times, but at the same time, we have a proven track record that shows how to market the business to get cars in the door. And if you are 9, 12, 13, 18 months into this thing and your car count's going down, there's no amount of marketing that's going to fix that. That's more about what's happening inside the stores. And we could talk about that in a second. But first thing you have to do is get people in the door. And I'm going to talk about that right now. And I'm not going to call out anyone individually, but if you're not seeing the results that you want to see with your ads, then this video may be a solution for you. So it's important to know that social media has become a fire hydrant of information. And the only way to stop someone in their tracks is the creative. The creative is the actual ad itself. The copy or the content is where the core of the information needs to be. Now, here's an ad from a car dealership that's marketing online as if this were 1999 and he's sending a money mailer online. These ads don't work. There's too much information, there's too much text on them. People are going to scroll right by this. Get away from the idea of putting a lot of text on your ads. All right. No one is going to read your ad if the thing has text from the start to the bottom. You don't need your address. You don't need your phone number. You don't need any, you barely even need the logo of the business. What you need is what's going to get the customer, the potential customer, to stop in their tracks and look at your ad. We have found the formula for that. Our ads drive people in left and right. We have big bold font. We have we get the core message across, whether it's least expensive oil change in town, all oil changes are XYZ, and then a picture of our building. We convey the message, and then in the body of our ad is where we put the text. This is where we are going to get the information across. We don't want it to be in this ad. No one is going to stop and read that. And just to show that this isn't us and just us, this is the same format that our larger competitors use. Although I don't like the style of this ad because I think even this has too much text, it conveys the message, right? Oil changes, save $20. Get the message across. Same thing. And the reason I'm using these ads too, by the way, is these are all ads that have come across very recently. All of our competitors have now taken to doing massive discounting in order to create more car count. They're the We've had multiple years of the price of oil changes just skyrocketing, and people are fatigued with everything being more expensive. And I'm not going to get on a soapbox and talk about how I think everyone should have gotten on the $50 oil change and we would have been ahead of this. But while we're having record car counts at the company owned stores, our competitors are really struggling to get people in the door because they're charging $120 for an oil change and then offering $20 off. So at the end of the day, you know, getting people in the door is great. You got to get people in the door. Every single customer that comes through your doors is firing the last place that did their oil change to come to you, unless it's their first time ever getting an oil change. So the hard part is done once they're in the door. If you look down the road 9, 12, 14, 18 months and your car count hasn't started to increase, then you need to look at what's happening inside the doors. Why are those people not coming back? Why are they going somewhere else that's probably more expensive? Are they having such a better experience somewhere else that they don't come back to us? That's what we need to reflect on. Because if your car count 14 months, and I implore you, one of the best people to talk to about this is Ralph. Ralph's numbers jumped what seemed like overnight. And really all it was math. It was the oil. He Every customer who came through his doors got the service the way it was supposed to be. And while in month 8, 9, and 10, it felt like this is never going to happen, all of a sudden, almost overnight, his intervals became exponential and people started overlapping. And all of a sudden, the numbers started going up and up and up and up. And it continues like that. And if you ever see it break off, either one of two things are happening. One, you've reached capacity in your town, which is fully possible. We're not in the biggest of cities all the time. Or two, you need to reflect on the service that's happening inside the doors because someone else is giving a better service somewhere else and they're going somewhere else. Or, and actually, there's a third here, there's always the possibility that people are price fatigued and they're willing to give up convenience to pay a lower price. And if that's the case, you need to reflect on whether or not it's worth it to lower prices to keep those people and then work harder at selling those secondary products and those ancillary services. That's what it comes down to. But if your ads look like this and you're not having success, you shouldn't be surprised because people just have too much stuff on their phone. People have too much information coming at them. They're not going to stop to read something like this. They're going to stop when they have the core message get across very quickly like this. This is why we use this ad. I can show everybody how to do it. I can show everybody what ad we use. We have videos on YouTube already. I can make new ones. We will start doing refresher videos of videos that we already have on YouTube, but this is how you're going to get people in the door.